99% of players never hit Masters, but what actually separates them from the top 1%? In this video, I'll break down everything that's holding you back, starting with the small things, then the medium ones, and finally, the big reasons. I'll show you exactly how to fix each one. If you take this seriously and apply what I share, you'll improve way faster than most players. Let's start with the small stuff. Number 1, settings. This might seem like a minor thing, but it can really impact your gameplay over time. If you're just starting out, I highly recommend setting up your controls properly so you build good habits from the beginning. Use a fixed joystick and make it smaller. This helps you dodge more easily. Reduce the size of the attack button. It'll be easier and faster to aim. Enlarge the gadget and hypercharge buttons so they're easier to press. If you're looking to really try hard, consider moving the gadget and hypercharge buttons to the top right of your screen. This layout is called 4-finger claw, and it makes a big difference, especially with brawlers like Angelo or Draco, who require you to press gadget while attacking. Number 2, auto aim. If you want to get better at aiming, try not to rely too much on auto aim. I'm not saying you should never use it. It's totally fine for certain brawlers like Jackie or assassins. But when you're playing snipers or mid to long range brawlers, manual aiming gives you way more control and helps you hit your shots more consistently. Number 3, objectives. This is a common mistake, especially at lower ranks. Many players focus too much on getting kills and ignore the actual objective of the game mode. And honestly, that's one of the fastest ways to lose a game you could have easily won. Here's what I mean by game mode objectives. In Heist, your goal is to damage the enemy safe. In Brawl Ball, it's to score goals. In Hot Zone, it's to control the zone for as long as possible. In Gem Grab, collect and hold the most gems. In Knockout and Bounty, the goal is to eliminate the enemy team. And in Bounty specifically, to accumulate more stars than your opponents. Number 4, take breaks. If you're tilted and keep playing, you'll probably tilt even more and continue losing. Your feelings start to guide your actions instead of logic. When you're tired, your attention drops. You'll start missing things you'd normally notice, like Bo's mines that were placed 2 seconds ago. Even your movement becomes slower. Even if you're not tilted or tired, it's still smart to take breaks after playing for a while to recharge and avoid burnout. Number 5, blaming teammates. We all make mistakes, whether you're a beginner or a high-ranked player. What matters is learning from them. Maybe you made a bad pick in draft or messed up an easy kill. Take the time to reflect. If you want to improve seriously, re-watching your gameplay can help you identify patterns and mistakes more clearly. And remember, blaming teammates isn't always the answer. It's better to focus on what you could have done differently. Now let's move on to the medium ones. Number 1, positioning. In a 3v3 game like Brawl Stars, each player usually takes a different lane, but that doesn't mean you're locked there for the whole match. Rotating lanes is very important. It can help you surprise the enemy, support a teammate, protect the gem carrier, and much more. If you or a teammate are struggling in lane, don't just keep doing the same thing, switch lanes. A simple lane swap can completely turn the match around. But be careful. A smart enemy team might predict your swap and counter it by switching themselves. Number 2, autopilot. Awareness is key. What I mean here is playing without thinking, just moving around and attacking out of habit. Brawl Stars is a game of strategy, both during matches and in the draft phase. You need to stay focused and be aware of your surroundings. Watch out for things like Jean's super, Mandy's laser, Bo's mines, Gray's pull, and many more. Playing on autopilot means you're not noticing these threats, and that's how games get lost. Number 3, no variety. If you're serious about reaching Masters or beyond, it's time to stop relying on just 1 or 2 brawlers. I used to main Colt when I first started out, and guess what? I couldn't get past Mythic. Having a favorite brawler is fine, but only playing that one character holds you back. To improve, you need to be flexible and comfortable playing different brawlers in different roles. Number 4, poor map knowledge. Things like bushes, walls, water, and how they're positioned on a map have a huge impact on gameplay. Let me give you an example using a knockout map that I think is perfect for explaining this. See this small water area? That alone makes Angelo one of the best picks here. Eve can also work, but Angelo is simply better. Look at these breakable walls. A brawler like Brock with his gadget can destroy them right away, giving your team early control and pressure. Now check out these bushes behind a long wall. Gene is perfect here. He can scout bushes safely and synergizes well with many team comps. And then there are these two unbreakable walls near more bushes. This setup is ideal for an aggressive brawler to push in and trap the enemy. If they get stuck in this spot, you've likely already won the round. That's what we call a choke point. This was just a quick demonstration of how much proper map awareness can improve your gameplay. Now, let's move on to the big reasons. Number 1, lag FPS. This one isn't completely in your control, but it does make a huge difference. If you're constantly playing with lag, your movements and shots will be delayed. Low FPS can make your gameplay choppy, cause input lag, and in some cases, even freeze the game. Unfortunately, the only real fix is to improve your Wi-Fi connection or use a better device, if you have the opportunity, of course. If you're aiming to reach Masters or higher, smooth performance is essential. Number 2, teammates. Having a good team makes a huge difference. It can instantly boost your win rate. The sad reality is that most players don't always have a reliable team to play with. Solo queuing can also actually be more effective for your progress. This is another factor that's out of your control, but the higher you climb, the better your teammates and enemies will usually be. Number 3, drafting. Drafting is at least 50% of your chances of winning. With over 90 brawlers in the game now, picking the right brawler has become harder and more important than ever. Even I haven't mastered it yet, but I've improved a lot over time, and you can too. The best way to get better at drafting is to watch pro players and listen to their thought process. Personally, I recommend watching Drage. He's a phenomenal player who explains his decisions during drafts in a very clear way. Number 4, dodging and aiming. This is probably the most important skill-based aspect of Brawl Stars. There are some techniques for both aiming and dodging, but ultimately, you'll never know exactly what your opponent will do. Improving at this takes time and consistency. If you want to make this process faster, I suggest practicing 1v1s on open maps using long-range brawlers. It helps you focus on aim and movement without distractions. Number 5, experience. Without experience, none of the other stuff matters. You need time to get comfortable with the controls, learn mechanics, brawler interactions, counters, and more. Try to diversify your brawler pool as much as possible. Don't just stick with the ones you're comfortable with. The more brawlers you learn, the better you'll understand the game overall. Number 6, ignoring updates and balancing. This is another common mistake, not keeping up with the meta. Just being experienced isn't enough because the game is constantly changing. New brawlers, reworks, hypercharges, and balance changes can completely shift the meta. Stay updated by reading patch notes, checking out the official Brawl Stars YouTube channel, and following creators. I highly recommend SpenLC. He's an ex-pro player and always keeps you informed with the latest news. Now listen, if you really want to hit Masters, there's one last step you can't skip. I'm talking about liking the video and subscribing. Okay, I'm messing around, but seriously, if you find my videos helpful or even just entertaining, hitting that like and sub button helps a ton.